Hey everyone, back tuning into this morning's video. We're going to do another very quick festivals update. We've got the Isle of Wight Festival coming up next weekend. Actually, it's getting quite close now, isn't it? From the 13th, stretching through to the 16th of June. So yeah, we're going to have a look at the Isle of Wight Festival, the forecast for that. And then we'll go on and have a look at forecast for the end of June, taking us from the 27th through to the 30th of June for Glastonbury. Glastonbury Festival. That also encompasses the weekend of British Grand Prix as well, so if you're a bit of a petrol head, that'll be interesting for you. By the way, if you're a petrol head and you're interested in Le Mans, I've got a forecast coming up on this page, my events page, for Le Mans in France. Later on today. It'll be coming up around midday, so come back to that if you're interested in what might be happening in France for Le Mans. But yeah, the end of June weekend, the 27th to the 30th, that will be encompassing weekend of British Grand Prix as well, so if you're Formula 1 fan, that will also be of interest to you, and of course it's of interest for anybody planning to go down to Glastonbury for the festival down there. So lots going on. We're going to start off with the Isle of Wight Festival though, coming up next weekend, running from the 13th to the 16th of June, as I say. We're starting off on Thursday the 13th. This doesn't look too bad on the face of it, does it? It looks like we've got high pressure more or less in control here. It's not quite right though, because there is a problem with this, and it's a problem is developing to the south of us on a waving weather front. It's not particularly evident on this chart. This area of low pressure across France is sort of flying the ointment, and it's a pointer to what's going on with this. The low pressure eventually, by 6 o'clock on Friday morning, ends up off the East Anglian coast. That is a developing low pressure system around a waving weather front that's pushing back northwards with some very warm air behind it. So if we have a look at the precipitation forecast for Thursday, it's quite concerning actually for you guys down in the Isle of Wight. We start off at lunchtime on Thursday with some rain down in the southwest. Not much else going on, not too bad at all. Could be some sunny spells. As we go through the course of Thursday afternoon, that heavy rain develops down to southwest, starts to push northwards and eastwards, and look what happens as we get through to Thursday night into Friday morning. This is midnight Friday. Some really heavy rain then is setting in along the south coast. Could well be thundering as well, because there's a lot of energy pushing up from France associated with that. And just look how heavy the rain gets as we get through to 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Torrential rain there across much of East Anglia, South East England, stretching down through, I'm afraid, into the Isle of Wight. That would be a really wet spell overnight Thursday into Friday for you guys down there in the Isle of Wight. So it would be very concerning if you're camping out there overnight Thursday into Friday. If that comes off, it would be very wet for you indeed. Now, through the course of Friday, that low pressure eventually clears off into the North Sea and moves off towards Denmark. We're going to get this nice ridge of high pressure coming in for Friday, so everything will dry out. If you're flooded out, your tent flooded out first thing on Friday morning, don't be too concerned, because there's not going to be any more rain for Friday anyway. It will be mainly dry day for Friday with sunny spells once that clears away, and temperatures, well, warmish, not particularly hot, but around 20-21 degrees, not too bad. Moving through into Saturday, and that ridge of high pressure is maintained for Saturday, and again it's a largely dry day for England, Wales in particular, and down along the south coast, largely dry for being forecast for Saturday, and again temperatures around 20-21 degrees, something like that. And what about for Sunday? Well, for Sunday, the final day of the Isle of Wight Festival, that high pressure still being maintained, so again it's largely dry for much of the country and dry through the south coast, and again those temperatures not too bad. Actually, I've got the wrong temperatures up there. I'm not sure what that's showing. Let's refresh it. There we go. There's the temperatures for Sunday, and again we see those temperatures, well, lift up a little bit actually on Sunday, maybe getting up towards 22 or 23 degrees. So for the Isle of Wight Festival, the implications are that there could be some very wet weather as we go from Thursday into Friday. That's the point of concern. Beyond that, the model really does look very good for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, largely dry. So once that rain is out of the way, Thursday to Friday, not too bad. And I should just say about that rain, it's uncertain. I wouldn't be too disheartened about that. I'll keep you updated over the next day or so. I'm not entirely convinced that rain is going to come off. If it does, I'm not convinced it's going to be that bad. But if it comes off like that, it's going to be really wet Thursday night into Friday. So be aware of that. But after that, through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, really not too bad. Now let's go forward to the end of June, and we're going to have a look at the forecast for the Glastonbury Festival. We're going to use the CFS model, the long-range CFS model from website Weather Online. You can find Weather Online on my links page. Going to start off again on Thursday, the 27th of June. This time, what we're seeing here is high pressure really is quite in control for Thursday, the 27th. If this particular run of the experimental, I should explain this, it's a seasonal model, it's an experimental model, but if it's right, we're starting off on Thursday, not too bad, with a good deal of high pressure around, and temperatures with that would be somewhere in the low 20s. As we move through to Friday the 28th of June, the festival will really be getting going. We start to see low pressure beginning to develop down to the south of the country. This is quite concerning for you guys. This will be bringing rain up from the south, some quite heavy rain pushing in to Glastonbury through the course of Friday, if that's right. Mainly dry in the north, that area of high pressure. But as we go through into the actual weekend itself, this is taking us to Saturday the 29th. Remember, we've also got British Grand Prix going on here. This will be the qualifying day, British Grand Prix at Silverstone. So if you're interested in the Formula 1, both the Formula 1 and the Glastonbury likely to be wet with this area of low pressure here across the country. Showers with longer spells of rain. That rain could be heavy and thundery. This is probably a thundery low moving up from the south, so really wet conditions are possible. As we get through towards Sunday, really horrible looking chart this. You've got high pressure up to the north of the country and this easterly wind feeding in with low pressure really in situ over the top of the country, bringing no doubt a lot of heavy rain and a lot of showers. That rain could be thundery as well. Would be really wet over the weekend of the 29th and 30th. Both for Glastonbury and for the Formula 1 at Silverstone will be very wet if that is likely. But this CFS model changes day by day, so we're still going to wait for this period to come within the GFS model, and that's really when I'll start doing more updates of Glastonbury and for the British Grand Prix. As this comes into the GFS model, we'll start to know more. But certainly on the basis of this CFS run, it's looking very bad for that weekend of the 29th and the 30th of June. So not a particularly good update at all from the CFS model for Glastonbury. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.